Hey, part two. I didn't think it was going to be a part two, but guess what? It is. I guess we talked about some of the products tonight. But anyway, we're talking about the beast out of the earth. All right, and it says, Then I saw a second beast that was coming out of the earth, and it had two horns like a lamb, but it spoke like a dragon, and it exercised all of its authority of the first beast on its very behalf, and made the earth and all of its inhabitants worship the first beast, says, whose fatal wound had been healed. And it performed great signs and wonders, even causing fire to come down from the heaven to the earth in full view of the people. It says, because of the signs it was given, power to perform on the behalf of the first beast, it deceived all the inhabitants of the world and it ordered all them to set up an image in honor of this beast, and to make an image, who was then wounded by the sword, but yet lived. It says, the second beast was then given power to give breath to the image that was then created, that was ordered by the people to create. It says, of the first beast. All right. So that the image would speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. So it also forced all people, both great and small, rich and poor, free and enslaved, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their very forehead, so that they could not buy or even sell unless they had this very mark, which is the name of the beast, or the number of its name, meaning 666. It says, this calls for wisdom. It says, let the person who has insight calculate the very number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and that number is 666. Let's look at some footnotes before we finish up. We'll go to prayer. Now, if you look at Revelation 13, verse 1, we see some manuscripts add an I. If you look at Revelation 13, verse 8, where it says, or written from the very creation of the world, and the book of life belonging to the Lamb who was then slain. Revelation 13:10, some manuscripts suggest or write anyone kills. Revelation 13:10 also, and Jeremiah 15:2, and Revelation 13:18, or it is humanity's number. Okay, and that's where we end tonight. Next week we will talk about the victorious Lamb and the redeemed. That's in Revelation chapter 14, verses 1 through 5. That's what we'll discuss next week. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful time and opportunity that we had together tonight to worship you, your very name, and word and teaching and truth. And I hope that people could get something out of these things that we shared about tonight, lesson 25. Part 1 and Part 2. I thought it was only going to be a Part 1, but I was wrong. But Lord, I hope that people will get something out of this and that they'll be able to take it and share it in their churches and share it at camp or wherever they may be, and be able to educate and teach other people about the true fullness and true that's found only in your word. And thank you for everything that you do. Please help that people will support us and will send us donations and help send me some work and buy some of the products that we discussed in the first sermon. If you want to subscribe down below, and please let people know about this channel. And, if you want to get involved, you can get involved in several different ways. One is by donating. 2 is by coming over and volunteering your time and services. 3 is by telling people about this channel. 4 is by buying the products. 5 is by subscribing. I think I already said, I'm not sure. But 6 is also by, coming over here and, and giving us some work and letting us have a chance to fix your computers. I'll see you later. It's Michael DeSilvas, owner of DeSilvas Media, and also evangelist at New Hunter Church of Christ. I love you and hope to see you again next week. Please join us Sunday morning at 11 a.m. for our morning worship service, and also Sunday night, where I haven't read the story. I haven't read the book here called. I haven't read this in a while, but we've been studying this, but I stopped because nobody showed up. And it's To Keep or Not to Keep Our Firearms by Chuck and Charles Baldwin. But of course, I give it the biblical spin. It's the #1 bestseller right now, and we're like in chapter 3 and I'd like to finish that. So I hope that more people will come, and that's at 7 o'clock on Sunday night, and also on Wednesday night we're meeting at 7 now. So I might have said 5 before, because in the winter we do meet at 5, like when school starts, because it's not as dark. It's not. We don't have, the days are not as long, so we meet. So I try to meet at 5 so y'all can still get home, while it's still daylight, that sort of thing. So anyway, I'll see you, and I hope you like this series that we're doing. It's lesson 25. We'll do lesson 26 next week, Lord willing. I love you. See you next week. Bye for now. Take care. God bless you.